Poor old Linda Block, back as chief executive, would have hoped for so much better here today.
You made an absolute fool out of me.
She made a laughing stock of the whole club. What were you thinking, Ashley?
Well, I'm sorry, but if a man turns up with a letter inviting him to an interview, I'll assume he's telling the truth.
He doesn't have a letter.
Yes, he does. Sent by you.
Excuse me? Mr. Dempsey, sorry to keep you waiting. It's been a difficult day.
Well, your girl's been keeping well supplied.
Oh, well, Amy doesn't normally make me appointments on match days. Do you have a letter?
Yeah.
May I?
Yeah. And this is my CV.
Thank you. Would you mind if I just get you one moment longer?
No, that's
Amy, boardroom now. Did you type this?
Why? What's wrong?
Pen. That's my signature. And so is that.
Yes.
Yes, except I didn't write this one. I've never seen this letter before in my life. I did not invite this man here. Do you understand?
Then how did he get it?
My God. Of course.
What?
Well, this is just the kind of infantile joke he'd enjoy.
He certainly follows your career, doesn't he?
You think he might be a... what's the word?
Stalker.
You think he forged the letter himself?
Amy, get rid of him.
Mr. Dempsey, I'm really sorry. There seems to be some sort of mix-up. Felix and Linda can't see you now. They're, in a meeting.
I see.
Well, why don't you leave your numbers with me and I'll call you to rearrange.
Actually, make it a double.
Mrs. Block.
Mr. Dempsey.
Don't call us, we won't call you, eh?
Pardon?
Your girl isn't going to rearrange the meeting, is she?
You know what, I think there seems to be some misunderstanding. We're actually fully staffed. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Wait! I had to travel halfway across the country. If you were fully staffed, why did you send me a letter inviting me to an interview?
You know we didn't write that letter.
What?
Let go of me.
You think I faked that letter? Mrs. Block, you know me. We met once years ago when I played for Sheffield Wednesday. I'm not some nutter. I had an injury a couple of years ago. Did my cruise ship. Finished my playing career. 30 years old and I didn't know anything about anything except football.
Must have been tough.
I had my coaching badges to keep me going. You got to, don't you? For your kids, if nothing else.
I know how that feels.
I know you do. I thought that might be why you wrote to me. Trying to help someone like yourself. Oh, how could you have known it was my dream job to work with Felix? What?
Did you forge my signature?
What?
I won't be angry. I mean, if nothing else, it shows good initiative. It's just that I know I didn't write it.
Why would I turn up with a letter you'd bound to know I'd forged? And how am I going to expect to get a job behaving like that? Look, did I do that myself or not? If you didn't write it, and I didn't, what's going on?
Amy, This is the letter that I was sent offering me this job from our mysterious owners. Now, every now and again, I get instructions. Always in the same envelope, same ink, same writing. Alex Dempsey, the man who was here yesterday, he had the same envelope. Now, that was a cruel trick they played, inviting him here to apply for his dream job when there was no vacancy. Now, I want to track them down to make sure they don't pull another stunt like that. Do you know where the letters come from?
No.
But you sort out my post.
Just what's in your tray.
Yeah, but how did it get there? I mean, there's no stamp on it. It must be hand-delivered.
Well, there's the internal post, couriers, secretaries dropping by memos.
Amy, you telling me that you've never seen one of these envelopes be delivered? Right. Well, can you make sure you look out for it in future?
Of course. Thought you might like to see this morning's papers.
What? Unacceptable. I didn't come back to this club to have it dragged through the press, especially by the management. If you're going to accuse a club of sexism, I suggest you find out who your chief executive is beforehand.
Linda, I don't think she meant for that.
And I suggest you concentrate on the next game. You know, 3 defeats in a row is enough to jeopardize anyone's job. Now, I've called Alex Dempsey. I'm offering him a month's trial, effective immediately.
You can't do that.
I just have. I've also arranged for the press to come down here. They're going to take a couple of pictures, some nice interviews, and we're going to get back into the press for football reasons. Not this.
I really appreciate the offer, Mrs. Block, but I don't think I can accept.
Surely you're not going to turn me down after all this.
Well, don't get me wrong, you know, I'm desperate for the job. It's just I like to earn everything I get. If this is because of the problem over the letter, then I just don't want to get the job on a technicality.
All right. A trial, 4 weeks, and if you're crap, I'll sack you.
Perfect.
Maybe you can bring some water into the dressing room.
I'll do my best.
What's this?
I don't know. What does it say?
It's a contract of employment for Alex Dempsey. That's impossible. I've only just agreed terms with him now. How can... Who gave you this?
I don't know. It was just in your mail. I presume the legal department. Have I done something wrong? Mrs. Block?
Shred it.
Hello, Linda. Please leave a message.
Yes, it's me. Pick up the phone. Pick up the phone! Okay, then just sit there and listen. If you don't think I'm capable of doing my job, why did you bother bringing me back here in the first place? I will not be spied upon at work. It's an invasion of privacy. And I will not have my signature forged. In fact, if you do anything like that again, I'll report you to the police. Look, if you want to know so badly what's going on here, why don't you tell me who you are, then I'll tell you all about it. Yeah?
Do you really want me to shred this? I mean, if you've given Mr. Dempsey a job, he's going to need a contract.
No, Amy, you're right. I just don't like this feeling I'm being spied on, that's all. It's manipulation. Why appoint me as chief executive if they're going to hire people over my head? Amy, I'm sorry I took it out on you.
So I'm okay to send this out?
Mm-hmm. I just wish I knew who they were, you know? At least we could talk then, face to face. Why the hell does it have to be a secret, anyway?
This is a nice surprise.
I just wanted to come up and say thank you in person for everything you did.
I'm only doing my job.
Well, maybe. But there's no way I'd be here without you. I won't forget that.
I'm sure you'll do really well.
Will you do me a favour? My comps have to go down to reception. Can you put them in an envelope for me, name of Annabelle Davis?
I think your guests have already arrived.
Don't worry about it. You can deliver them yourself.
I'm sorry?
You're not playing today, Casper.
You'll be entertaining your guests personally.
You're joking, yeah?
No. You are the joker here. It's clear after the week we've had that you are more interested in playing games than playing football. And until that changes, you won't be a part of my plans.
Miss Amy Kerrigan.
Thank you. Mrs. Block. Mrs. Block, the sponsors are here. You need to be heading through.
And he knows what a good chance that was.
Linda, what are you doing? Are you going through my bag?
Yes, look, I know this must look really weird, but it's not what you think, honestly. I mean, I know what it looks like.
That card, it's personal.
Amy, about the card and the flowers, are they from
David? It's my boyfriend. Look, we'd had a row. Look, I'm sorry, but it's really none of it.
No, I'm terribly, terribly sorry. What I've just done is unforgivable. Please don't think I'm like this, because I'm not. Okay? It'll never happen again. Sorry. Bold move, putting Ashley in charge of the game.
Give us a chance to see what she's really made of.
I hear your wife's in town.
Yeah, you must come round and meet her.
Yeah, that would be great.
Linda?
Chloe?
Come on, boys, let's push it out!
He's got his tactics dead on.
He's lucky he got Lee and Mackay back.
Wow.
Sub by a girl? How dare they? Take over.
They are not working for each other. She's still not back. We have to do it. Or we don't.
Casper's dropping deeper. How did she manage that?
Yes, but their shape is terrible.
I'll be your inspiration. I'll be your inspiration. I'll be
Where's Ryan?
I sent him home.
Brave move, substituting him.
Thanks.
Coaches, meet me back in my office. We need to discuss things.
Match day. The moment the stadium comes into view, never fails to get me. Adrenaline just starts pumping. Sold out, that's what I like to see.
Morning, Mrs. Block.
Morning, boys. How many times do I have to tell you?
Linda, sorry, Mrs. Block.
Morning, Cheryl.
Morning, Mrs. Block. Your comments. And today's schedule.
Kick-off, minus 4 hours and 15 minutes. Good luck, boys. See you when we're done.
Mrs. Block. I need a word with the gaffer. Sorry.
Ready? There's so many decisions to make and so little time to do it in. It's pressure. Oh, thank God. But that's what it's all about, isn't it? I mean, that's what we work towards all week.
The caterers are running late. I was waiting till you came in till I...
What? Why?
There's been an accident in town. Apparently the traffic's at a standstill.
Okay, well, put the sponsor back 40 minutes and make sure there's enough booze around so they don't notice.
And the groundsman wants to see you, something about the effect the weather's having on the pitch. He's got some ideas about how to safeguard it for winter.
I bet he has. I wonder how much that will cost.
And the little group are bringing 3 extra today. They've got some partners over from Germany.
Great. Anything else?
Coffee?
Oh, you are wonderful. Oh, Amy, the lift's paying up again. Make sure you phone the engineers on Monday. And Liam wants to see Felix. Sometimes you get a feeling it's just going to be one of those days.
Linda, the people from Hong Kong are here.
What?
The Hong Kong Supporters Club. The family that won the competition to attend a game.
They're an hour and a half early. Can you deal with them?
Well, part of the competition was that they got to spend the day with you. I mean, I would, but,
You're a slave driver, Amy. Follow me. This is the away dressing room, and this is the home one. Only we can't go in there just yet because the manager's giving a little team talk. What we can do is get this shirt signed for you after the game. Yeah? Yeah. Okay. Now, are you ready? Because this is where it all happens. After you. What do you think?
Mrs. Block. Sorry to interrupt, Mrs. Block, but I just wondered if I could have a word.
Actually, I'm a little bit busy now, John. Could this wait till Monday? So this is where the away fans sit. We like to keep them out of the way in the corner.
But, Mrs. Block, I can't do my job while he's doing this.
What? Who?
Him.
Oh. Okay, would you mind just excusing us for a second?
So you won't...
What's going on with Liam Mackay?
Him again? What's the problem?
Have you set him some kind of exercise?
Not that I know of.
Right, well, he's running around the pitch barefoot in his suit, and according to the groundsman, he's been doing it for the last 20 minutes. Could we please sort it? Thank you.
I told him the truth. That he wasn't in my plans because I didn't rate him.
Isn't that a little harsh?
He asked, I told him the truth.
So how long is he going to carry on?
I have no idea. Am I the only one who's remembered that we have a game to play in a few hours?
No, of course not.
If he wants to make an idiot of himself, let him. He'll soon tire himself out.
Maybe if we talk to him properly, we can resolve this.
And lose authority over my squad? Absolutely not. Every time a player disagrees with me, he can go running around the pitch to make me change my mind? No way.
Okay, I agree, but the fact is we have a match to play in a situation on our hands. So someone has to get him to stop. Chloe, he won't stop running.
Why not?
Well, it's only you can tell me, being his girlfriend.
Wife, actually.
Oh, really? Congratulations. Look, he's obviously trying to make some kind of point. But he's not making himself any friends here. We need him off the pitch, Chloe. Simple as that.
Well, why did he start?
I think he had some kind of dispute with Felix. He didn't get picked for the team, and that set him off on this.
No, I need to know exactly what was said.
Well, then I better get Felix to meet us then, hadn't I?
Yeah, you do that.
Yes.
hate to be the one to break this to you, Mackay, but the usual way to get into a team is to play football, not run a marathon.
What is he doing?
You created this problem.
Excuse me?
If you'd acted in an honorable way, he wouldn't have ended up at a club with a manager who didn't want him. But then I guess that's too much to ask from an agent.
Maybe if you actually took the time to watch him, you'd realise what a good player he is. But I suppose your record so far this season proves you don't need anybody else.
Yeah, okay, thank you. I don't think this is getting us anywhere. Felix, why don't you just tell her what you said?
I told him it wasn't in my plans. That he didn't have the game to play in the Premiership.
Is that it?
And that he didn't have the basic fitness for this level.
You said that. You do realise he's the fittest player at this club.
I was just trying to get rid of him. I've got more important things to worry about than him.
So what we're going to do?
Well, it's pointless me being here.
Can't you say something? Can you talk to him?
Look, there's two ways he's going to stop running. First, you apologise and tell him you were wrong about him.
Of course not.
Or his body doesn't allow him to carry on any longer. And if I know Liam, that could be a long time.
Can't you at least talk to him? Try.
I've learnt with Liam that sometimes the best thing you can do is stay out of his business.
Why waste time talking to him? There's an easier solution to this.
Which is?
Well, we can't have the public seeing him like that, right?
Uh-huh.
So let's just take him out. As he comes past, just bundle him to the ground. I'll do it if you want.
I bet you would.
Look, he's one man holding up an entire football club.
You lay a finger on him and I'll have you for actual bodily harm. You can serve 5 years for that. My lawyers are very eager.
You really don't want to make an enemy of me, Chloe.
It's a bit late for that, don't you think?
Felix, why don't you leave this to me? I'm sure you've got things you should be doing.
Thank you.
Keep going, babe. You've got them over a barrel.
Hi, Ashley, it's Linda. Listen, there's something I need you to do for me.
The gates usually open at 1 o'clock. I don't know what you've got planned, but I can't hold it on for much longer.
Look, this is serious. If the media get hold of this... Look, is there any way we can delay kick-off?
Well, you need a damn good reason. And the police will want a full report.
Phil, I really need your help on this one. The longer we can keep the doors closed...
Look, at the end of the day, I'm going to do what you tell me to do. Just going to have to come up with something good, that's all. And I need to know how long.
Almost there. Well, after 2 hours of any kind of aerobic exercise, he's going to hit the wall. He'll be able to push through that, but as his blood sugar reduces, his muscle fatigue increases, so...
How long?
Well, he won't be able to go beyond 2 o'clock.
OK, so that's a maximum estimate. Chances are he'll quit long before then. Worst case scenario, we're looking at an hour to get the fans in.
Right, keep you posted.
Linda, you do know by 2 o'clock they've done 22 miles.
Listen, if I could think of a way to get him off the pitch sooner, I would.
You're allowed to knock.
Have you seen Casper?
No, why?
He's bloody disappeared.
Ah. Remind me why I left prison for this.
Still?
Uh-huh. And it's 2 o'clock. I thought you said...
Yeah, I did. He shouldn't still be running. I know he's an athlete, but he's not trained for running such long distances.
If you think I'm going to talk to him just because he's run a long way...
It's gone beyond that now. I'm extremely concerned he's doing himself long-term damage. What do you mean? Well, as of now, his body's starting to break down. Microscopic tears will be starting to appear in his leg muscles. Myoglobin will be leaking into his bloodstream. His glucose levels will have dropped. Proving you fit is one thing, but if in doing so he puts himself out of the game for a long time, he won't be much use to anyone. Who wins then?
You can't go up there in them! In them heels, they'll ruin the terrain! It's bad enough with studs! Not in them, you know!
Fine! Please stop now, you're making yourself ill!
Police can't wait any longer. I've told them 2 o'clock. If we don't open the gates now, could be looking at a huge fine. Not to mention the people outside.
OK. We'll end this.
What about Chloe? Didn't she threaten legal action?
She doesn't have a leg to stand on. This is safety of the fans now. We could have a crush in our hands. tell the police that we'll cooperate, but we might need to borrow a few of them in.
In the meantime, we'll open the doors, yes? Good.
Come on, this isn't fair.
No one asked him to do this.
Well, you could talk to him.
No.
Okay, evacuate the tunnel, get the players upstairs.
What about Charlton?
They may as well stay in the changing room. We're going to have to ask them to wait another 10 minutes anyway. Okay, come on, let's do it. Unless anybody can come up with any other suggestions. Right now, she's out there just calling him on.
Well, it shouldn't take long. We'll have him off in 5 minutes.
Okay, well, fine, as quick as possible, please. Right, let's not make a scene.
I think you and Felix have already taken care of that. This is inhumane.
We'll take that risk. Okay, come on, this has gone long enough. Let's keep things as low-key as possible, please.
Trust me, he won't put up a fight. Wait for him to pass. Then we go on him, fast. Get him into the tunnel, inside, before anyone's the wiser. On a count of 3. 1, 2...
This way, boys.
What do you think you are doing?
Warm up. What, we'll have to wait for them to come round again.
I think it's too late for that.
We can still bring him in. I mean, get Mackay out.
That's £40 million worth of talent between us and him. I can't risk the injury. Okay, what do we do now?
On my signal, okay? He can't keep this up. He's going to have to stop in a minute. Immediate attention can make all the difference.